YouTube, and welcome to this edition of Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. I'm Ronnie Humphrey, and I greatly appreciate you guys watching today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're up to almost 950 subscribers. We're closing in on the 1,000 subscriber mark, which is so important for us. But thank you for all those that watch, and we're going to keep on pumping these things out so we can keep up with the progress on the Regal and other projects like this modified back here in the back. We're currently converting from a 4-link to a 3-link for one of the local dirt tracks here in the area. But we're going to keep on going today. We're going to start on this seat, and we saw in the last episode we got it kind of just roughed in, mounted, but we're going to mount it permanently today. I'm going to work on the steering column, get it situated, and we're going to give you an update on Ryan's late model, where he's at on the repairs on it as well. And like I say, we're going to continue work on this modified today, and we'll show you a little bit of that, of what that conversion that Ryan does for customers around here. There's a lot of work involved in that, but he enjoys doing it. And to be honest with you, it helps pay the repairs on this late model, so it works out pretty good. But hey, stay tuned, fasten your seatbelt, let's get started. Okay, to start things off today, I thought I would explain to you a little bit what Ryan is doing. I'm talking about converting a car from a 4-link to a 3-link. The bird cages that would have been on this car originally, you have a lower arm and you have a top arm. That's what all late models and what all modern modifieds are now. But we have a real popular class here that we run, that Trent runs in the 515 Pro Mod, and then Ryan was running it last year, and of course my son-in-law as well. We have to run a 3-link rear suspension and a 9-inch forward, so it's kind of a cost deal, kind of even out the competition. But Ryan does, he goes back and he puts a different style spring clamp on the rear end, and then he does really nice fabrication work. He installs and puts screw jacks in, and all this is added. Then you got to get all your angles correct. And on this side, he's got this side here finished, and just really nice work. Ryan is a great fabricator, and the rest of this car is kind of rough, but we're hoping they'll fix some of this other stuff. But all they want to do is just convert it over, so we're going to do that. Hopefully, I think he's going to finish this up today, and hopefully, the customer come get it out of my shop. That'd be nice. As far as update on Ryan's late model, Johnny Vault came over, and for our plan is right now, you can see that Johnny has cut everything out of the front end, and what we're going to do, we're pretty sure after checking everything that everything is straight from this point back. So we're just going to cut this off right here, and we actually have Masterbuilt sending us a new piece of tubing, and we're just going to replace that in the front right there. And then we will go ahead and also put this new bar here. This is a bolt piece. It goes in that you mount the the A-frame to on the bottom. So strut arm brace or strut arm mount, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, we do have a plan. We won't have the parts here for probably another week. They were going to try to ship them out next week, and we'll have all that stuff. But anyway, I think I'm not sure if we're going to work on this today. I know Ryan will try to get this modified out here. But let's get started on this Buick back here and see what we can get done on it. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is try to get these holes tapped out in this seat. They was trying to start the bolts last night, and they wouldn't hardly go, so I think the thread's just a little bit galled up just a hair. But we'll get this done, and I'm going to chase all the threads all around the seat. And I'm also going to paint this black where I buffed it last night, which really wasn't the need to do that. So we'll get this painted and get all these holes cleaned up. Be right back with you. All right, we got this thing cleaned up. We're going to put a little paint on it now and let it dry. It's kind of cool out here this morning, so hopefully this will dry pretty quick. Okay, hopefully that'll dry pretty quick and we will keep on trucking here. Okay, we got the pieces of the seat painted, and I got these bolts now where they'll run through. There's tapped, holes are tapped. So we'll go ahead and start. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit more. It's almost, well, actually it is dry. I use my heat gun, so actually I can go ahead and put it in there. So let's go and get the seat back in the car and see what we end up with here. Okay, Ryan's back over here hoping to get this car finished up. Say hello, Ryder. That's not mine. He's overseeing what his dad's doing here on the car. What you got? That's a wild game, all right. Okay, Ryan finished up the modified and it is heading back with its owner back to East Louisiana. And another satisfied customer. Now Ryder's got room to ride his bike in the shop. Buddy is playing with the carburetor spacer. And found out, I guess I've sold them all. But we're trying to figure out what we got to do on the air box. And I've got the seat in here mounted, kind of in a position where it needs to go. I'm gonna slide it back just a hair. We're going to end up putting a spacer here on the back of the seat so we can use that aluminum bracket on the back there. But check the shifter linkage, all that's good. And our threads here, or actually our splines on our steering wheel shaft, are giving us a little bit of trouble, but I thought they were cleaner than that, but we're having to kind of play with those some. But we're making progress. All right, here's where we're at. Buddy is playing with the carburetors I was saying earlier, and we're trying to decide on what size spacer. We're going to go with a 2-inch spacer. I had so much of that stuff. We done built all these cars around here everywhere behind me and stuff, and we done used up all of our spare parts. I don't have a fuel log, so I'm gonna contact my brother about getting a fuel log. But a 2-inch spacer and a fuel log. The 2-inch spacer is gonna allow us to put a air box on here. Got seat is mounted solid. We went ahead and checked the shifter linkage, and the shifter reach is fine. This is fine as far as where this as far as my leg reach to the pedals and all, so that's good. Like I said, we're not gonna be racing the car. However, I'd like to take it to Rockingham, their next deal over there, but that's another whole story. But anyway, we've got to make this bracket here, if I can reach it. Oh, got to space this out so we can reach. So we're gonna need at least about a 1-inch spacer here. So I'm trying to figure out a way how to make that to make it look real nice and neat. So that's the next item of business. So we'll see what we do. And Buddy's gonna keep playing with the front of the car up here. So I'll be right back with you. All right, we're playing around with this seat here. And what we're gonna do with the seat in the correct position right now, we're gonna use a 1-inch spacer. We're gonna use aluminum tubing. I don't have enough to make this go all the way across. So Home Depot luckily sells this. But this will get us in the center of our bar there, and then we'll fudge it that much. We just got, what, Buddy, just 1/8 of an inch, or
yeah,
3/16 of an inch, whatever. So that'll be perfect. So once we get this done, we're gonna go grab a hamburger and go by Home Depot so I can get a piece of aluminum, and we'll fabricate that, and we will get this seat in here. Okay, Ryan is back on his late model stuff now. He's got the modified out of here, but he was just showing me some of this stuff here that's bent. When you hit the wall, yeah, that's I don't think that came that way. Oh my gosh, yeah. And this is what you guys look for anytime you crash your car. The paint never lies. Of course, near here the crack never lies either. but
I'm hoping I can straighten out that bolt for the tire rod, but I don't know. It might...
So how much is a spindle?
$225.
$225. So we appreciate the guy who did about, what, total about, probably, it's going to be $800-900 worth of trouble, damage to the car. So
I won $140.
Well, we won $140. So not bad. It's like the guy who said, how you make $1 million in racing, you start off with 2. I want to show you a picture of all the carnage here from Ryan's accident the other night when it got put in the wall. That is a front bumper. Supposed to look like that, but that's pretty impressive. And I mean, just it makes me mad every time I see this. But that's racing. That's when you're supposed to say that's racing. But they're trying to get. We're waiting on this piece, like I said earlier, to come in, and hoping he can salvage some of this stuff on the nose. Looks,
I think I'm just gonna buy a new.
Yeah, you gotta definitely have this one. I tried to step on. Have $100 worth of rivets you gotta get out. That's pretty impressive. Anyway, okay. Well, I'm gonna get this piece of tubing cut in here for this deal for a spacer in there. So get on this, and I gotta figure out how exactly I'm gonna do this to make it look right. So we'll be right back with you. Okay, we got Mr. Kevin Peters came all the way over from East Texas to help sweep the floor. And we appreciate him. We appreciate him doing that. No, he's good friend, good family friend. We enjoy having him come around. So anyway, you can see Ryan's kind of got stuff kind of faked up, trying to see what he can salvage on the body. And like I say, Kevin's doing a great job. Great job sweeping up rivets. I think Ryan drilled out about 1,000 rivets over there. All right, here's my piece. So here's what we got. Buddy's working on air box. Now this is old stuff that Buddy's do from long time ago, back in the day. So this I need to be showing how he's doing that from scratch, but I'll kind of give you some.
I'm just roughing a template right now.
Oh, that's just a template. Okay. So then
we can extend the lower.
Oh yeah, we don't want any of his bent stuff on this. Okay, but this is what we got. This is pretty cool. So this will be this. Well, let me turn it another way. I wish I had a Helion, because the only thing I don't have. But that's going to be really nice. That's going to give us our extension. So I'm actually going to pop rivet. I got to cut this off on the left there. But I'm going to pop rivet that to the plate so it'll be in there permanently. And then we'll be able to mount that sucker in there. So see what happens here. We'll be right back with you. All right, you can see that this came out pretty good. All I have to do now is just drill the holes in the horizontal roll cage there. And you may be wondering why there's no holes there already. We purposely welded those up whenever we were cleaning the chassis up, because we figured the odds of the holes lining up with the new seat mount would be slim to none. So we welded that up, and that way we can put brand new holes in the horizontal bar. So I tell you, I am very, very pleased how that looks. And the measurements were perfect. The 1-inch aluminum looks good. So Buddy's doing something pretty interesting. Like you can hear me over there. Thank goodness air compressor stopped. Buddy is going to clean the hood up here for a second. He's got the air box kind of mocked in. And he say this is his template back here in the back. You know, that's the scoop part. So Buddy's really good at fabricating. We love this is just so much fun, us fabricating. And he had to get all the sand off from sandblasting. And we're going to try to set this on there and see what we got. So see what happens. Wherever it goes on the outside or the inside?
Probably up to the inside.
Must go to the inside. All right.
Miles.
Yeah.
It's got to come up. I mean, we can drive a semi underneath it.
Yeah, we got plenty of room. Well, this is exciting. This is exciting point to be able to have the hood on it. Yeah, the hood's going to come up probably half inch or so in the front.
Yeah, it'll come up to, I'm going to say right there.
Yeah, we got, so the air box is, see, so the air box can actually be extended on,
yeah.
Well, we don't need to be higher than the bottom of the windshield, because the windshield sits here.
Yeah, well, see that we've got two duct pieces that come back against the windshield.
Oh yeah, well yeah, then we'll tie it into that, the height.
what I'm trying to do is figure out what roll I have to have to match this airbox.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Okay, guys, that's this is exciting. It's been a lot of work to get here. I've got the seat now bolted in all the way on the back, cushions on it, so we're gonna start on the seat belts here.
Back in the day when we'd go to Daytona or Talladega, we could put a hose in here with a vacuum gauge, and depending upon the roll in this airbox would create a vacuum for the carburetor to pull air into it. So depending upon the sharpness of the roll, you could either add and subtract vacuum that you wanted, and we had some numbers that we looked forward to, and that's what we played with.
So
testing.
how many different air boxes would y'all take?
We'd take 3 or 4, sometimes 5.
So
airboxes.
it had a vacuum gauge inside where the driver could report and say what was running.
And he would tell us, you know, down the back straightaway or front straightaway how much vacuum the box was pulling.
Seat is 100% mounted. That's a big thing. Okay, you can see that Buddy has put these
Cow pieces.
cow pieces on, and then you'll bring this up to make this flush, I guess, because we still got the windshield's got to fit in that crack right there.
There will probably be, once this panel is made, wherever it went over the years, nobody knows, but we'll make a new panel, and there'll probably be an 1 3/4 to 2 inch hole across here.
Essentially what's on this 88 car here, same idea. We'll close in there'll be a smaller gap there. So now Buddy was just noticing something on the front of this car. He said that back before the day, it's hard to see on the video, but he said the body was definitely offset on this car. Now that's something you could get away with back in the day, wasn't it, Buddy?
Well, pretty much so. There was a limit. Most of them were set 2 to 3 inches off. Some of them were 4 inches off to keep air on the right rear of the car.
So they would cheat it to the passenger side, the center line,
Right.
and that puts more air on the spoiler.
Right.
Of course, these cars ran a
Side
lot
of the car.
looser then. I mean, way looser.
Yeah.
You didn't have the radial tires. They were on bias plies. I mean, these cars were just, they drove them. But that's interesting. But you can see the cow piece, like I say. So this is really exciting. I cannot tell you. I told Buddy a while ago, this is so exciting. And I mean, we're coming along now. I know y'all like it's just still a shell. There's been a lot of work going on, but this is really exciting. I don't know why I've been panicking and nothing's going to fit, but hey, we didn't change anything. It's got to fit. But it's kind of scary, but it all goes right back in place. We'll be right back with you. Well, I appreciate you guys joining us on this episode of Race Car Fabrication Restoration. I got something special for you today. You've been following my wife's great journey on the snowmen. Well, here she is.
It's cold out here.
It's cold. She said we had so much snow. We actually live on Tire Road, okay? Tire Road in Shreveport, Louisiana. Thus, this is the Tire family. But I tell you, I'm so proud of her. And she did a little video a while ago for YouTube, and she said it snowed. And she said, in case you're wondering why there's no snow on the ground, because it took every flake of snow she had to be able to put on these snowmen. Anyway, I said she's been watching my YouTube channel too much. She's getting kind of crazy. But anyway, thank you for watching. But isn't that neat? I tell you, is that not cool? Don't show it to your wife or they'll want you to do it. Okay, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you next time on Race Car Fabrication and Restoration. God bless you. Take care.